Okay, hello, it's Kelly, and I am here with a social science teacher for my for my school, and he has not set up his Google Classroom yet. So I am going to walk him through, and I've decided to record this so that way I can add it to my coaching project portfolio. So Jason, you're going to go to your grid. Push it. You got to click it. Yeah, actually, I have to physically push it. And then you're going to go to more, and then to the classroom. All right, now this is the part it is going to, oh no, you already set up one class that you don't remember. Maybe. Okay, so you have no students in there. Do you want to click on it and see what's in there?
Sure.
So welcome to your class. I don't think you did anything. Cesar Chavez. And that was it. Okay, so if you go back to the lines there, then you should be able to go to your classes. And when you do that, okay, so use this plus here at the upper right-hand corner, and you're going to create a class. And now you can name this something.
And section 2, right?
Well, if you're going to do period 2, yep. You like to keep it simple?
Yeah.
All right, good.
With all the classes I teach,
Right. Okay, so let's go ahead and I'm going to walk you through and show you how to create an assignment. So you're going to press on the plus button at the bottom right. And now, just so you know what these buttons do, the reuse post is going to allow you to reuse things from other years. Like I use it constantly because whatever I used last year, I can reuse it again this year. If you create a question, then the students have to answer it in like a discussion forum. So the question is really discussion forum. And then there's an assignment. If you create an assignment, you can attach a document that every student will get a copy of automatically put in their Google Classroom box. I use it often to create templates because the kids always want to know what format do you want this in. And I can also create a template that says, you create the template, but either way, they always look for that. And then there's announcements. So if you're going to be out, if you want them to do something when you're not there, I think that this is definitely a more advanced feature after you've been, and they all have, once we're on a one-to-one device thing, you'll use that more often. Okay, so why don't we create a question? So the title of your question. Now, really, if you look at your choices, this really is the question you're asking.
Could talk about spell it right though. Industrial.
Yeah, Catholic, there you go.
Good guys or bad guys. Cite example.
From the text, from class.
Class.
Okay, and we are going to turn off due date because that way you can decide what day it fits into your time schedule without any sort of thing here. Now, if you wanted to attach some sort of document, you could do that there. If you wanted to attach something from your Google Drive, you would do it here. So this would be from your computer or from your drive. And then let's say instead of from your notes, maybe you wanted them to watch a YouTube video and then comment on the video.
Right.
Or you could say, after viewing this website, what do you think? So this is to add a link that's there, okay? And then here you're going to ask your question. But now I want you to see this here real quick, because since you teach both the same thing, you might want to assign this to first period also. So now it's assigned to both classes.
Right.
And then you're going to ask. Now, the cool part is that the kids let the students see and reply to each other's answers, or if you want them to only work with their own answers. So you can make it so that way they can't see everybody else's post.
Which you would take this off and put this on?
You can. Well, okay, so if you check the second one, it's going to allow them to go back in and make changes later.
Oh,
If
so-
you wanted it to be like a quiz or a test that they
don't
had to
wanna do
post by midnight or whatever, you would want them just to have one opportunity. But if I always let them edit it, because if they wanted to go back and say something different, then they would get that opportunity.
Right.
But see and reply to others' answers. If you don't want them seeing what other people posted, because you don't want everybody saying the same thing based on what the first person said, you can turn off what they see. So if you turned that off, now when they go into their Google Classroom, it just shows their question and their answer only.
Right.
So you can ask. Now, in order to get your kids to join the classroom, you have to use this number for period 2. So all of your kids in period 2, or even I could join, anybody with this class code can join, and they will then show up in your students list. But
But
right
they
now,
have to join. I can't do it.
but they have to join. You can invite students, you can invite students right here, but when you invite them, you have to add their email.
Right.
So that ends up being a lot more work than to just have them when they have their Google Chromebooks or
Right.
when you're in the computer lab. I tend to project this when the kids come into the computer lab, and then I make them all join, and then I don't have to worry about it again.
Cool.
Do you have any questions?
I probably will have more questions when I actually physically start putting assignments in and using it.
Well, I will be here to answer your questions if you need me to. Okay, so Jason set up his classroom and he is ready for U.S. history on periods 1 and 2.